Okay, we are setting up our force plates so that we can collect data on a dropped item onto our Vernier force plate. Right now, I'm in my Vernier graphical analysis app on the Chromebook, and I'm going to start by setting up my parameters for the drop. So I'm going to open up down here where it says mode, and I'm going to change all the settings that I need to change to make it work well. The first thing I want to do is change this to 200 samples per second. This is going to automatically change my interval. I'm also going to go down here and where it says start collection, select on triggering event. That just means our data will start once a force hits the plate. We want to make sure that we have the correct force plate selected, which for us is this one here, 850 newtons. And then where it says is increasing across 20 newtons, that just means that's the amount of force it's going to take to trigger an event. I'm going to also collect 10 data points before my trigger so that I can see some normalizing data prior to my drop. I'm going to end my data collection after 1 second because the drop is so instantaneous. I really don't need more than that. So now I've got my data table open. I'm going to go over here where it says view options and make sure to have my data table open. I just like looking at it. And now I'm going to look down here where it says force. I'm going to make sure that this force says 0 newtons. If it doesn't, you can go here to 0, press 0, and it should zero that out for you. You can't see off screen, but I do have a water bottle ready to drop. And in order to get my data, I'm going to press up here, collect, and I'm going to drop my water bottle. So there's my data. I want to look at my data a little bit more closely. So I'm going to grab my data with the zoom function. So zoom to all data. Now I'm going to grab an even closer view by selecting my data and viewing it even closer. And if I was very, very extra, I could look even closer than that. So this is the first drop right here, that first drop that you heard. And then this residual was probably just the plate bouncing after my drop. So I'm going to select all the data that falls under this curve. So this is the data that I want to analyze. I'm going to get the average amount of time that this drop took, and then I'm going to use the average force within this curve. So to find that number, I'm going to go down here where it's this little graph option picture, and then I'm going to go view statistics. And the two statistics I need for my data for this drop are this. The delta X, this is telling us the time. And then I need to use the mean force. So this is the force average for this data set. You're going to do this several times, collect as many data points as you need, and then you're going to get an awesome graph. Good luck.